That looks so stupid. Oh boy. Okay, so let's round out the regular builds today with a grinder build video. Of course, we're going to go into the perk deck itself. Take a quick look. I think everyone knows by now what grinder is, but it has changed a little bit. It kind of got nerfed a little bit, and I don't think they changed the stats here. I think it just changed in general. So really what we're looking at here, if anyone doesn't know, grinder came with a Sokol character pack as a DLC paid. And basically what it is the more damage that you do in game, the more health points you get back, but it's kind of limited to a time frame. So what we're actually looking at here is Euphoria, which is the end of all of these, kind of getting up to the climax here. Euphoria is damaging an enemy, now heals 4 life points for every half a second for 4 seconds, and then you increase your chance to pierce enemy armor by 20%. So along with the other ones, that is kind of the basics of grinder. As you continue to do damage for 4 seconds, you're getting 4 life points every half seconds, and then just keep doing damage and you'll keep getting that back. So that being said, we're going to run into the skills right now. It is making me laugh looking at Jiro with this kawaii mask on. I think it's pretty funny. I don't know why, I just find it pretty funny. Again, I will show some gameplay at the end of this video showing me using this build. Like I said in my last build video, highly requested that I do that, so I will continue to do it. So let's take a look in the skills, and as always, this is obviously very subjective. The way that that I do my grinder builds could be a lot different from what other people do. Some people run grinder and dodge. I generally just run a lightweight ballistic vest, so I get as much armor as possibly can. And then I'll run Inspire, as you can see here. It's very important to me. Most of my builds will have Inspire. I think it's very important to have it. I play a lot of Death Wish, so I think it's very important to have Inspire, especially when you're able to run around like a maniac. Using the grinder perk deck, it is very good that you can run out, take some damage, and get that health back while you've inspired somebody, got them back up on their feet. So we all know what Inspire is. My usual deployable for this build would either be uppers or it would be combat doctor. Don't really take ammo. Although that is an option, I do have ammo specialist kind of opened up here. If we wanted to take something off, we could go for ammo specialist. Not a lot of people run ammo specialist right now, but I think it's pretty interesting. Combat doctor is usually the one I will run for Death Wish. Uppers, to be honest, running a grinder build, you are going to get some health back, so I don't really see the purpose in that if you play the game right. But having the combat doctor and putting down 2 doctor bags is pretty important in Death Wish, because obviously it resets your down, so that's very important. Alright, let's get into more of this one. We're going to take Endurance Ace, as always. Got to be able to run around faster and keep that stamina up. We're going to take Stable Shot, just get an increase on our weapon stability. We're going to take quite a few points again, as always, in Enforcer. We're going all the way up to Iron Man for some extra armor. Absorb that 40% more damage. Starting at the bottom, we take Oppressor for flashbangs and armor recovery. Die Hard, we want that increased armor of ballistic vest by 20. Transporter, we want to throw bags, and we want that movement penalty reduced for wearing a little bit of armor. Bulletproof, we're going to recovery rate of our armor is going to be improved by 25%. And Bullseye, this is pretty important too with a grinder build, just to keep the armor as high as we possibly can. We're going for headshots. We're going to be using the pistol, so we can be pretty accurate with it. And every headshot we get, we're going to regenerate 35 armor once every 2 seconds if we can keep those headshots coming. Then we're going to go Underdog. I do like this one. You don't really see a benefit, or you don't feel it, but it's there all the time. When you're surrounded by 3 enemies or more, you receive a 15% damage bonus, and then Aced, you receive 15% less damage. So it's kind of important if you're in the middle of things. Pretty good pickup there too. Scavenging, I think this one, to me, is now one of the staples, because the ammo pickup rate, for pistols and shotguns at least, doesn't seem as high as it used to be. So I think acing this out is pretty important. Every 6th enemy you kill will drop an extra ammo box. I think that is really, really important, and I've started to put that on every build that I've done with this new skill trees. Okay, Technician, nothing in Technician at all. Okay, now into the Ghost Tree. Always take Duck and Cover Ace. Stamina regen is important, and it regens faster. Also, sprinting 25% faster, very important too, and then you get some increased chance to dodge also. Evasion, got to pick up that 10% movement speed. And then I always take thick skin on my grinder build because I'm running the light ballistic vest. I do want that increased concealment of the ballistic vest vibe 4, and that is mainly because I'm also jumping into low blow here in the silent killer tree. Always love a bit of low blow. This is going to get me a 30% critical hit chance. Because what I'm actually running and that high concealment based off thick skin ace, I'm able to get my concealment really high, so my detection is below 5, so I'm getting that 30% chance. And in order to get up to low blow, we're taking camouflage, which is also a good one to get. You're 15% less likely to be targeted by enemies when you are close to one of your crew members. And then ace, you are now 30% less likely, so that is fantastic also. Finally, into Fugitive. I am running a pistol, so I did take quite a few pistol skills. They did nerf the fire rate on my favorite Baby Deagle, and that is the pistol that I'm going to be running. They also nerfed the damage on it a little bit too, and that's one of the only reasons I took custom ammo here. So Equilibrium, basically taking the time to draw and holster pistols by 80%, and then a boost of accuracy at the same time. Gun Nut, increased fire rate is absolutely necessary now with the Baby Deagle. It's so slow if you don't have this. It's still pretty slow, but it's not as bad. And then your pistol magazine sizes are increased by 5 bullets. Custom ammo, we're going to get an extra 20 damage with our pistols, which is well needed now. It got a little nerfed. And then Desperado, we're going to ace this basically just to get the reload faster, and that's pretty important also when you're running a pistol. So that is pretty much the skill trees. We'll quickly show you what I'm running here. Got the grenade launcher. I either go with the grenade launcher or the light crossbow. I do like the grenade launcher with grinder though, because one thing you can do is put on the incendiary rounds, and it's pretty much just like throw Molotovs around, and that will get you your health back with grinder, and it's pretty good for choke points and all that kind of stuff. I'm lucky enough to have the pirate barrel and the sword-off stock, which increases the concealment of this gun up to 26, as you can see here. Does kill some of the accuracy and does kill some of the stability, but really, who cares on this thing? You hit fire anyway, and they're already high as hell. So this one's pretty important. And then as a secondary, as I said, we're going to be taking the Baby Deagle. And all I have on this basically is a stability boost by using the threaded barrel. I have a small flash hider on for just a tiny bit of damage, but more stability. And I think that was pretty much it. Oh, I have the spike kit on too, which again increases accuracy a little bit and just gave me one more concealment. And that was pretty much all I had on that. So there are a few things you can do with a grinder build. You can go different ways with it, with the dodge and everything, like I said. This is the way that I run it. Now I'll jump into some gameplay and show you what it does.
Supposed to look pretty much the same. Rescue units on the scene. They're going after the civilians. Cops just freed a civilian. Do something about it.
Here's a first aid kit! First aid kit here!
A professional doesn't need to kill those people, you know? What? Are you mind readers? Yes, I do want that briefcase. How did you know? Kill the bull!
It's over there! Get your hands up! Fuck,
Scan has been completed. Run to the gate. Data is being stored on a server in the other room. You can get it and get the hell out of here. Or you can stay and scan more bodies. I'm positive Jimmy will make it worth your while. Okay, scanning underway. Now make sure it gets to finish without getting interrupted.
Purpose! Follow me now!
God damn it! You had me worried back there. Let's get back up and go to work.
ついてこんかい上や
On me! Goddess!
За мной, по одному. Занять позиции!
走れ
Нам надо спасти заложников перед атакой.
Drop the boy!
Sokol needs help.
On your hat! Sokol! Follow me! Hands off!
Good luck. That's it. Scan has been completed. Good job, guys.
シールドをやったぜ
Data from the scan is being collected on that server in the other room. You can stay and get more data, or you can leave. But I'm sure you won't be in for the trouble.
Oh, get your hands off!
行くぜ
Grab on your knees! On!
クローバー来い行くぜ
Гребаная помощь!
They pulled the power.
これ
Great. Power's back. Get the scanner working again.
Zero! Follow me! Move on! Gun! Get your hands...
Get the hands up! クローバーがオフ中で CB さ 来たね不正シールドをやったねもっと早くヘイザーやめたねヘイザー倒したね
Now patch yourselves up and get back in the game.
シールド仕込めたね一緒に今回
It's over
That's
there.
all of them. No more bodies to scan. Now we need to get the server, or we did it all for nothing.
Sokol, follow me
おい
now.
クローバーついてこんかいもっと早く
Move! Come on!
救急キットはここや救急キットや
Come on!
シールド始末したね
Guys, Vader is waiting over by the lake. It's time to leave.
Fucking fuck off, Taser.
我がを信じるんや
I got the taser.
テーザーやボケなしが
Follow me now.
走れ クローバー一緒に来いや走れ
Move! Come on! Hey, Clover! On me! Clover! Come with me! Fast!
クローバーついてこんかいついてこんかいおいクローバー一緒に来いや救急キットや救急キットはここや救急キットや救急キットはここや救急キットや救急キットはここや救急キットや救急キットはここや
Job, gang. The server's been secured and Jimmy will be happy.
First aid kit here. Got a first aid kit
もっと
here.
早くおーいどこついてこんかい